Everybody, we're here.
Right.
Pure Horsepower News, Pulley Radio Network, WWPTV, floating finish, representing the world of tractor
exactly.
So, fellas, just go around and just talk about what we expect at a 2024 National Farm Machinery Show.
Eric, you've been here the longest for this weekend.
Yeah.
When did you get here?
Just about 2.5 hours ago.
Okay. So, and
I was here last night.
he was here last night. They had a little opening session for the media people, and of course the rest of us, we didn't get here. But anyway, I don't know. Eric, you're down here a little bit more closer to the thing. Do you hear anything that they're trying to do different this year?
Well, they did the media thing to basically, they want to give the media a perspective of what this show means to Louisville, the state of Kentucky, the Fair and Exposition Center. They went over some numbers, and I'm bad. I had every plan to write down some stuff, but I didn't. But they gave the numbers of, I want to say, this show alone is $23 million economical impact to the city of Louisville.
Right.
This is the second largest impact to the city of Louisville. The Kentucky Derby being number one.
Okay.
This is number two.
Okay. So following second behind them doesn't sound like we're doing that bad, does it?
No, not too bad. Not when there's usually close to 750 to 800,000 people that show up the day of the Derby. It's not counting the week. That's just the day of the Derby.
Right.
So
Did they say how many people actually passed through this?
they 300,000 is their average impact number.
Okay.
And but you had an older gentleman that has been on the fair board since the beginning that was there and talked about things that he had saw different over the years. David Beck, the president of Kentucky Venues, was there. He spoke. The Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture spoke for a little bit, talking about the impact to the state. And then we had a New Holland rep that talked about their new equipment, which is a combine, and their new quad tractor, which I learned real quick that Ford quad track comes off the same line as Case IH quad tractor. Did not know that, but I learned.
CNH Global.
Yep.
So,
exactly.
but they took us out to their booth and showed us that, and they talked about what it means to a business to be here. And it was interesting. Food, drinks. It was nice to come down.
Yep.
We had 5 different representatives from the what I call pulling media side.
Okay.
Ryan Rusnick was there. Brian Thurston, and Adam Wilson, and myself.
Gotcha. Yep.
But it was a good deal, and it gives a lot of information to media people like us. We cover nothing but the tractable, and we don't basically look at what the farm show impacts.
I think the first year we were down here under the media, I think we did cover. Did we not do some work over at New Holland?
Yeah, we did a show every day at New Holland's booth.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was live on Pullman Radio Network. It was great.
Yep.
But yes, we did go over and do a show at their booth and let them show off a different piece of equipment every time we did a show.
That's correct.
And tried to sell as many of those new Ford Scramblers or whatever they called them. The
Rustlers.
Yeah.
Rustlers.
And tried to get them to give us one.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
That didn't work either.
It didn't.
I have better luck at Foresters than I do here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to get a hat out of it. But no, I mean, you could walk this place, and it takes a while.
Oh.
Okay, but I mean, think about it. You're farming. That's your business. This is the place to be to see all that stuff. Anything that you possibly want on the farm, doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're grass, dairy, doesn't matter. High yield. This is the place for that. But here's the thing. We are here because of this.
This right here.
And I strongly urge everybody to get over and see the other part.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
This is amazing. But what I noticed last year, and we watched plenty of the live streams over the years, there's a lot of green here. And it used to be, I guess, a little bit more red. But I'm looking out there, I see 20 red. It's not terrible.
The tow tractors are all green too. That's
Well,
twice the picture.
Yeah.
And they used to not be.
No.
Parish Implement used to furnish the tractors,
That's
which
right.
were massive.
But tonight we got two-wheel drives.
Well, there were some Fords here too one year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, so
So we got modified 4x4s, modifieds, two-wheel drives, and then we're gonna have some pro stocks.
pro stock.
No,
What?
you've got
We got
modified four-wheel
4x4.
drive, super farm, modified pro stocks.
There we go. Super
Two-wheel
Farms over
drives
here.
don't run until tomorrow night.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's
Yeah.
good. They did run Friday night. No, it was
no.
Thursday night last year too.
So it's Thursday and Friday is the two-wheel
So
drive.
we got a lot of. They got some in here today,
Right.
obviously, and they're going to be rotating those out.
This is just me looking around. I think you're looking at tonight and tomorrow night's
night.
vehicles in here.
Right.
I'm pretty sure.
And then the winners get to come back.
Yeah, they'll start parking those right over here probably.
Yeah.
And start going that way.
Yeah.
May I add something regarding the impact of this tractable to the show? There's more people from Europe coming to see the tractable than they come to actually see the show.
Is that right?
Yes, because the farm show here compared to what we have in our area is pretty small.
Small.
Yeah, but
No,
the tractable is pretty big, so,
So is your farm show, is it outdoor or indoor?
indoor.
Indoor.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
It's even bigger than the World Ag Expo. Well, pretty much the same size, but World Ag Expo is outside our Agritechnica. I don't know if it's at the same facilities that used to have the World Fair in 2000. You can't get through it in 3 days. No chance.
I was out in California at the Tulare Farm Show, and this is just a hair over $1 million, and that one there is $4 million. And I'm like, there's just no way to see it.
No.
You know what I mean?
You've got to specialize what's your kind of business.
Right.
That's the part you're looking at.
Here, your first year, even the first 3 years I came here, I was trying to figure out. Heck, every time I turned around, there was another building I didn't make it to. So once after you get a little bit acclimated to what's going on, then you can go ahead and start picking and choosing where you want to go every year, and you start hitting your high points. There are so many small booths that people have here that's got super interesting stuff and stuff that farmers would use on the farm. They go, man, I've been looking for one of them, and nobody ever had it, and all of a sudden, here it is, you know. And that's the neat thing about walking through the farm show. Wednesdays are usually the best day to come down. Thursdays are not bad at all because FFA are here, and the kids, the young adults are very, very good about letting you walk on by a big group and stuff. So, and I'm glad to see them out here too. You know, it's there. I was amazed at how many.
Well, that was something that was brought up last night in the media reception. Is we all know COVID was a killer to big crowds. We did not have a show in 21.
Correct.
We just luckily got through 20 before they shut everything down. 2022, they had issues getting people to come back. They had a lot of empty booth space in 22.
But that's every industry.
23,
Anytime with
yes. 23, it grew. This year, they're completely sold out.
Really?
Yes. They told last night it's completely full. Every exhibition booth or show booth is rented and sold.
One of the things I will say though is we've started to see this trend, and you can speak to this. A lot of European products are now coming over to the States as well. I think the globe is just getting that much smaller because a lot of those brands that were exclusive to over there, Kavarna, Land, Klaus, Fent, they're now starting to show up here big and a lot of numbers.
Part of that is that European farming started with way smaller farms, and the equipment that was built in Europe for those farms was smaller. And now that the farms in Europe are getting bigger, the equipment gets bigger, and now it starts to be size-wise competitive to here. And farming in Europe is a bit different than here. It's more
one tractor for the farm versus we
and
have one
what
tractor
we
per
figured
implement
out,
over
what
here.
we just figured out, European farmers do a lot of road work with their tractors because of the soil. You can't get a semi onto the fields, but at least not where I come from. You usually, when it's harvest, corn harvest or maize harvest, it's 2 tractors in front of one trailer to get it even through the mud. So tractors are different.
Yep. Well, I think I kind of looked through the list on all the vehicles that'll be pulling here this weekend, and of course, as Louisville always does, they have put another spectacular group of tractors, trucks, mods together for a show. There's no doubt about that. I mean, Mike and his team, you know, it's a wonder he's still got hair. You know,
Well, I think the right ones in the crew lost their hair. I think he picked the right ones to put in the crew with him.
But you do have to apply, and you have to get accepted.
Yes,
Obviously, winning your class, your class for your league is a bonus.
Here's a perfect example. And myself, I've been around pulling here all my life. I remember coming here when I don't remember. I'll put it that way. But I would not want the job to pick the best 24 two-wheel drives out of the country. The best 48 Pro, well, that one's a little easy but 48 Pro stocks out of the best. I wouldn't want the best 12 modified four-wheel drive trucks out of the country.
Well,
I wouldn't want the job to pick that to feel the way they filled the slots. Now, I understand. Used to there were more of those that would run. They ran 15 a class, but when they stepped up to 4 classes a session, they cut back.
correct.
I would not want to pick those 12 for any class. You got the light pro class and the light super class that they only pick 12.
Right.
There's
And they are
50 or 60, 70 of them that I could name. I wouldn't want to pick. I wouldn't want that job.
Well, and this year will be the first year for the light pros.
That's right.
No, light pros have
No.
run.
Oh no, they did run last year.
And they ran the year before.
Did they run them?
Yeah. Last year I forget what they changed. Limited pros now run twice, and they
Okay.
run a finals.
Okay.
They still are running the light pros one session,
Okay.
just like they do light supers. They went back to that. Light supers is what that's how they added
There you
the
go.
light pro or the limited pro.
Right.
That's how they got 2 of those. They did away with one light super.
Super.
Because they tried 2 of them that first year, and it was what I had heard. It was like pulling teeth to get enough to fill 2
Two.
sessions.
Right.
So they did away with a session of them and went to
The light pro.
the limited pro 2 sessions. The light pro runs Saturday afternoon
Right.
1 session.
Right.
But we do have some Fords in that light pro
Yes.
class.
Yeah.
And,
We're kind of showing our blue underwear here. Sorry, guys.
But
But you know,
Jeff McLoachie's here, and he's been real strong in that Dominion tractor. So,
Yep.
But we've also got some new builds. I mean, I don't know if you saw the pictures of the bootlegger and the 1466 coming out of Chaos Fabrications camp. I mean, gorgeous build. Not just those 2, but you look around this whole arena. You know, there may be a lot of green, but it's nice, top quality green, as well as all the vehicles. 4-wheel drives, they've been a staple here for years, and they're gonna pound the ground. And you know, like I said, we've got some returning Super Farm champs, so we're gonna have a good night in Poland.
yes.
And then we can walk around in the next couple of days and check out the farm show.
Sure.
Do a little bit about that too. So.
Yep. I think that we'll have time to get in and get you some farm show in. Definitely, we are going to try to grab one tractor and kind of be with them while they're setting up, what their plans are, watch their run, and then come back, talk to them afterwards, and see how their run went. And just kind of, we're going to try to pick one tractor. the idea is to pick one out of each class every night. That's probably being a little, what do you think, overzealous?
I tried it. I've already done it.
I got you.
But
Go ahead. Let's hear it there, big boy.
I'll be lucky if I got one right out of the whole weekend. That's just.
I hear you. But we're, like I said, we want to try to get you guys a perspective of what they go through when they start. They get it in here to clean it up again, and then checking everything. Then they get ready, warm them up, take them over, pull them, come back. Hopefully they made the finals. If they didn't, they go ahead and they pull them out that night yet, so that the next class could come in. So
And it's no easy task to get in the finals.
no, by no
You
means.
take 12 pro stocks, they only take 3.
Exactly.
Now, super farms take 4, because there'll be 8 of them.
Mhm.
But you have 4 sessions of pro stocks. To get that 12, they only take 3 per session.
Yep.
So
Top
if
3.
you're not in the top, if you're not a podium finisher in the prelim, you're not going to the finals.
Correct. Yep.
And let's just reiterate, folks at home, they can watch the live stream on watchpolling.tv.
Mm-hmm.
And we figured out it's a 33% discount if they buy all the sessions.
Right.
And then you can watch that for a year at home. You can kind of get a feel. You won't feel the vibration,
No.
but you can kind of get a sense of just how much iron they run through here and watch from home on watchpolling.tv. So,
And the thing about it is, you and your family can go ahead and do that, and you know, everybody loves to come down here. If you go ahead and watch it from home, I watched one poll on live stream one time. I went ahead and I got out of my recliner after having a couple of libations, went in, walked in, and went to my room, went to bed. I'm like, I like pulling like this, but I miss being right there and smelling it and seeing it and feeling it and hearing it. So, but
you get the cannonball, you feel the mods, you feel the two-wheel drives, you get to feel it
Yeah.
when you're here.
but if a guy can't make it, definitely the
It's a
live
great
stream.
value.
Oh my!
I mean, you don't
Yeah.
get ripped off. I
No.
mean, they give you a premium show.
Correct.
And like I said, they do a great job. The whole pageantry of it, announcing the drivers and results and all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
So
Well, this has been the setup for our other indoor hooks that we have now. You know, this one here was kind of what everybody set it off. You know, and you know, Clint and the boys, whenever they first started, you know, they had talked to Mike and them quite a bit, trying to get ideas on what their thoughts were, and every pool has good ideas, you know, and you start to figure something out, and everybody gets to benefit from everybody going ahead and thinking it all out, you know, and the more you get doing it, the more brainstorming you get, you know. So
And you learn what works for your facility and what doesn't.
So, yes,
And-
absolutely.
and we got a lot of people walking through, taking pictures and looking at these tractors. They will shut the doors.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, and then they'll give them the crew a little bit of time to get them all ready to go. Fire them up, and then it gets a little bit smoky in here. Beautiful. And don't come up to the top row.
When they start firing them mods
It
up,
will knock you out.
and the alcohol motors, holy buckets, you know.
It will get your eyes.
Hey, it's not bad in here.
No, you're right there.
Get in a small building that the ceiling's about head height, then it gets bad.
No, but it's going to be a good show, big show, a lot of iron here.
Yes.
I mean, you look at all that chrome out there. It's amazing. What did we say to our fair board member? The cost of pulling hasn't changed in 100 years. It takes everything you got, and these guys have brought it.
Exactly.
So that's
Yep.
that's for sure.
Yep.
But that level of all you got keeps getting stepped up every year.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well,
Keep getting more than I got.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
but these pullers, they want to compete, okay? And this is one of the best stages you could ever ask for. A great crowd, a great audience, great atmosphere to pull in, and then
Eric, do we have a new tractor coming out down here that you and I may have talked about the other day? Is it, when we were talking on the phone, was there something? Was that tractor going to be here? They were putting one together. We were talking about Cody's old tractor, and we were talking about Parrish's, and then we were talking about, there was another one you and I were talking about. It's sitting right over there.
Yeah, the Shelton's,
Yes.
1066,
Yes.
is new. I debuted,
Right.
and then you have Savannah John Deere,
Right.
bootlegger. Back
So
in
we've got two tractors that
brand new out of Chaos Machine.
I got you. So they haven't been down the track yet?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, these are veteran pullers, but with brand new equipment.
The only thing we'll say is that the bootlegger showed up Monday. The trailer was locked. Somebody wanted to look at it, and the driver said, "It's locked. I can't show you. Just stick around. They'll be here to unload it in a little while." It was under lock and key where nobody could see it
I got you.
until it unloaded,
Uh-huh.
or they didn't want anything to disappear off of it.
Right.
it's been hiding in Washington, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. And it is, I'm a machinist. It is an absolute work of art.
Yeah.
If you've seen El Nino,
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
and El Nino was too. I mean, I did a piece on the El Nino tractor, and it was a work of art. But for somebody to come up with the idea to make their intercooler look like a whiskey barrel, and it's just sitting there. And on top of that, when you need a can of ether, you just open the front of it and reach in and get your ether. It's sitting in it. Now,
We'll definitely
me
have to-
personally, I'm not saying anything negative about Jason Savannah, but me personally, I hope my crew remembers to take all the ether out before I go down the track, because intercoolers have been known to explode, and I don't want any ether inside next to the explosion.
I believe I made the comment.
Me personally.
I think they may be faux ether containers.
And they may be, but
Well, the other thing is that, you know, I hung out with Jason just a little bit here and there, and you know, the old trailer had a couple places for libations that you could go and have something to drink with them, and I'm wondering, is there room to put like whiskey bottles up there for?
if they took the ether cans out, you could set whiskey bottles in
there. Yeah, so I'm wondering if it's one of them deals where, you know, do you have your beer, your whiskey sitting in there for that when you get to the end of the run and you know you got it, you can just go ahead.
I wouldn't want beer in there, because the beer would probably be hot.
The only tractor I'm
Well,
aware of.
Sascha
That's the way
might
they-
be okay with
yeah.
that.
No. Have you ever told people that Europeans drink one beer? They just drink
Yeah,
one beer.
okay.
And I'm not English.
The only tractor I'm aware of is Adam Diaz that has whiskey bottles in the shifters
Correct.
and throttle.
Yeah.
But
So,
that, in all of my years of tractor pulling, Vonatech's tractor is the only tractor that I know of that has leather lining the inside of the fenders.
Did you
Nice.
touch it?
Yes, it's leather.
do you want to touch it?
Well, you know, John Deere, they like that hardened leather look. But
Right.
I think this is.
It's actually leather.
from the pictures, it looked like it was.
Well,
the real
folks,
deal.
don't worry. We will be over and talk to Jason and get some pictures and a couple of thoughts from him this week, I guarantee you. So, and we will stop by Sheldon's, of course, and touch base with them, see how their stuff's going. We will actually be trying to get as many in as we can. our editor and producer, we're going to try to get him to go ahead and get them out a little bit quicker this year. If you noticed that some of the ones from last year just got on like this week, so but not to mention, you know, and Eric, you need to go ahead and get on him about that, because you know,
Wait. Why am I getting on anybody? This is your show.
I think he said you're the executive producer. We're gonna get this out lickety split this year.
Well, you know, Will and I are going to PA in a couple of weeks here. So, and we're going to actually be the announcers for the live stream. So, yeah. So that's going to be.
Yes. I think I'll watch that.
Well,
I know how my announcing debuts went. They didn't go well. That's why I don't announce anymore.
we figured Tiger knows the Midwest guys. I know the East Coast guys, and we'll figure it out. If we don't know them, we'll figure it out.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. Many years as I've tried to get there, I will be probably in the shop at C&G Motorsports rebuilding superchargers for all of your West Coast buddies that dropped off 9 yesterday.
Oh, good Lord. We did talk about that. You said everybody was bringing them down
They
to
dropped them off yesterday.
I gotcha. Yeah.
So I'll watch live stream and put
Yeah, it ain't like, you
Teflon
know, Will,
strips and blowers.
I mean, the guy drives right through, not, it couldn't have been 10 miles from the guy's house, and said, I'll pick you up. You can, you know,
All right.
never makes it. I don't understand how it all works, but,
Well,
you know.
you get here any way you can, and if you can't, watch Pohlmann.tv.
Yep.
And we're gonna.
We were actually on WWPTV watching a little bit of Ocala the other night.
That's what
nice,
you said.
Nice. You know, it was pretty cool.
Well,
So
everybody, Keystone, Ocala, you know, it doesn't matter. They're all looking at this as the model.
Yep.
How do you stage? How do you get them out of here? Get them in, get them out. You know, legendary pullers here.
Absolutely.
And this is just.
From the beginning. You know.
And so everybody wants this. And the best you can do is a light version of this. Everywhere else.
Yes.
And just hope that the pullers want to come out and support their pull, their local pull, and travel. You know, because travel's a big deal. And you know, we don't do this. And the pullers will tell you, this is a hobby, right?
Right.
And it takes a lot. It takes everything they got to get out there and go get on the road and make it happen. So, but this is the one that everybody starts. We start looking at this one and putting it on the schedule and be like, okay,
Yep.
we gotta be there. Put it on. Mark your calendar.
This is number 55. Taking out the year of COVID.
But you gotta throw that.
Yeah. And I'll be right honest with you. I've been to this pull here for winter pulls more times than, you know, and I know they haven't been as long, but I haven't missed as many pulls here since I started coming as I have the other pulls. You know, so this one here has always been my favorite. It's, you know, it's always the first year I come down here and there was, I couldn't see the smoke. I was a little brought back by that. And we got sitting on the starting line, and I heard noises coming out of motors that I never heard in my life before. When the water would come on and it'd start hammering, and I'm like, oh my Lord. And that's what got me, was because outside you'll never hear that. You just never hear stuff like that. And here you can hear it. And that's it gives you a whole new perspective on what actually goes on inside a motor when they come off that line and bring them RPMs up and that water hits. And it's amazing.
Kevin Masterson says, you close your ears and drive through it.
Well, he would be the one to ask.
Yes. He said, it will scare you if you let it get to you, the sounds that you hear, that you don't hear anywhere else.
Well, the old Domans, the old Hurricane Alice guys, their motto always was, lock your knee, lock your elbow, and when your knee comes out unlocked, keep your elbow locked.
Yeah.
pretty simple. That was their driving method, you know. So, but well, anyway, folks, we will plan on seeing you guys tomorrow. We'll be out here early, hanging out, getting some ideas going, and anybody that wants, if there's somebody you want us to go ahead and talk to, or if there's questions you got to go ahead and shoot them to us, and we will go ahead and get them answered for you, or do our best anyway. And so I think that we'll go ahead and call this a wrap. Would you think?
Yeah, Tiger, Sascha, Eric, Will. You get it on watchpolling.tv, and then you can enjoy it with us
That's exactly right.
from the farm.
Yeah. Yeah, you might not get to see us unless they throw the camera around, you know.
They do that.
They do that.
Especially if you wear all orange jumpsuit, Alice Chalmers, like the guy got interviewed last year.
Yes.
So you never know.
And then the one old boy with the John Deere with the green
Oh my
cowboy hat that's got,
You have some die-hard fans
you
here.
bet. I think he's got a button for each year that he's been here, and that hat's quite full.
Mhm.
So he's gotten interviewed a few times since I've been down there, because they ask him every year, what year, how many years was made for you. So, but well, guys, we'll go ahead and wrap it up, and we will talk to you later.